Hi guys, welcome to my channel Guts Galore. Today I will be talking about the modeling industry and the scouting process, how people are thrust into the industry right away, and how it's really a cop-out or an easy way to get into it if you are one that has been years in the making or have really tried and tried again to get into the industry, and there is people who have that influence or have that privilege to be able to make it right away. Let's just get into the
My name is Kendall.
Anyways, let's talk about Slick Woods, otherwise known as Simone Thompson, who was born August 13th, 1996 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Megan's face in this video kills me. Anyways, what she's known for is modeling for Fenty X Puma and starting off with Yeezy, and also being discovered while on the street homeless by model Ash Stymest. There's definitely mixed review on Slick Woods because she was generally not wanting to be in the modeling industry from the beginning, and her lack of effort while being so high profile of a model. There's certain regards where I don't blame her for not being interested in the industry at first, because she did grow up and watch America's Next Top Model and see this episode where there was a girl with a gap tooth that was not accepted.
Well, I guess she just left the gap wide open for another girl, baby.
I agree.
This girl is named Danielle and actually had to go to the dentist to close the gap in her tooth to be able to compete, and she won after the closing of gap. No, but it is really cool that she did win the cycle after all that she endured, and it came at the cost of her fixing her teeth and fitting the mold of 2000's beauty standards, which is a mess, but I do miss when people look like this. Anyways, I digress again. Does Slick exude that careless mentality? Yes. But is it a part of her brand? And does she get away with it because of her look and those compromising beauty standards?
I don't want to do it. I want to go home. Like, I can't take the pressure of it.
Don't you think any job interview...
There's a lot of questions, but for the most part, she's stuck in our minds and has jumped the gun without nepotism or industry planning.
None of these people came out of the hood. None of these people have been hungry, like, no.
Which we'll get into. Now, nepotism is found everywhere, from Hollywood to the music industry. The exclusiveness of being in these connections can limit your drive and inhibition of said career. Now, do I hate nepotism? No. It's common, and wouldn't you do it too? I mean, unless you're Jackie Chan, but it literally helps a brother out. The problem that lies within it is that lack of commonality and handouts that come along through that status and fame. Don't get me wrong, there are models out there that perfect their craft and truly are their mother's daughters, even making sure to eat almonds and chew them very well.
I'm feeling really weak. I have a couple almonds.
I have a couple of almonds. Chew them really well because your stomach is not...
Okay.
I will say there are some aspects to where I feel kind of bad. People expect these descendants to be a force of nature with backlash at any downfall. There's other times I get it, and other times where I say, we really live in a society. Let me just say I love when models with brand deals get exposed for being the type of person they are. You know, someone who is blatantly transphobic, then lying about being trans to somehow think that'll extinguish the canceling process, and then air out our girl Hunter Schafer. Nope, Rihanna says doors closed. Now, I do want to get into scouting because I know that there are dreamers out there that really wish upon a star to make it big and to get into the limelight of things. I would know because I've been one of those people.
You may say I'm a dreamer.
Do any of you remember when Euphoria had a casting call for her randoms in 2019 and it was lost in the thrill of it all by Dominic Fike just being cast instead? No, I like it, trust me, and I really understand the casting choice, but it can be a rarity nowadays to be scooped off of the street and instead it just be a PR agent scooping it up for you. But it can happen. Actors that played Fez and BB on the show were discovered in their place of origin, one at the mall and one on the streets. You know, I'm just using Euphoria as an example because it's trending every damn day on the timeline, and it's gonna hit that algorithm. But, you know, back to modeling. Hey! I think that influencing and Instagram and TikTok, whatever it may be, is the pinnacle of modeling not holding that vantage point that it used to claim to. I think that influencers are so accessible that there's not really that breakthrough that we used to see that was once held by a smaller circle of domineering figures in the industry. The figment of reality that is the online world is held so tightly by stardom and holds a pool with more people than it ever has before, really limiting the leap of faith effect that it used to take to achieve one's aspirations in life.
What is your aspiration in life?
I wasn't expecting that question.
In other words, I think superstardom in general has a light that's fused over time. The instant gratification of modeling through social media has dimmed the elegance of what modeling once was. I'm not saying that's all bad either. There's actually a lot of limits that were imposed before our time, and there's lots of pros to this new world order. It gives opportunity that's new to minorities and really boosts representation that we've never really seen before. In conclusion, we've lost that golden morale from the golden age of supermodels and are instead stuck with the golden corral instead. No, just kidding. There's actually a lot that's come out of it, but just some energy that's been lost throughout the way. If you've made it thus far, I really appreciate you for watching my video. This is actually one of my first, and I love making these kind of videos, so if you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want. Maybe give some feedback. I try to post every week, so stay tuned. Bye, babes.